So creating a ripple, right? It's always been wanting to deal hope. I always said, I'm a hope dealer. What do you deal? Because we're all dealing something, but what do you deal? And to me was hope dealer. And so the ripple effect of hope dealing, one drop of hope at a time, one drop can make a huge difference. I am able to service anyone in the world that, no matter the age, demographics, really nothing that can stop me servicing. Abundance is there waiting for each and every one of us. We just need to reach and get it. If you want to crawl, we will crawl. If you want to walk, we'll walk. If you want to run, we'll run. Whatever it is. But if you stay put, then I stay put. Really opening the eyes that we are accountable to ourselves. And if you're longing for something, you're wanting something, is because there's really something in there that needs to be expressed. And so how do we help you express that and become that, or just see that you already are that? How do we get rid of everything that clouds it? As a holistic practitioner, I am often asked so many questions. One of the most recent ones that truly had me connecting with someone was the question of, I want to get better, where do I start? There's so much that I want to fix. The overwhelming feeling of not knowing where to start is something that is good. If you're feeling that way, I want to say congratulations. I am so proud of you for acknowledging those feelings. Those feelings are what is going to allow the fuel to birth, to go through the changes that we must apply at times in order to feel better. Where do we start? That's a great question. As a practitioner, I always encourage people to start with something that, although might be a little bit uncomfortable, it's not too bad. It's not too out of their comfort zone. I invite them to make a priority list for me. And I invite them to be gentle with themselves. I know that being gentle with myself, as I was trying to change the way I felt when I wasn't feeling too good back in the day before I started this holistic health journey, I remember having to choose to be gentle with myself because there was so much that I wanted to fix. And so the question of where do I start is a great question. It's really the beginning of healing. Finding out different options, whether you're a good candidate for an AO scan, whether we are a candidate for quantum nutrition testing, or we are a candidate for some coaching sessions, just to get us organized. So identifying where to begin has a lot to do with your willingness, our willingness to change. What do you want to change? What one thing, if you didn't have to deal with, would you change in your life? If you could just change one thing at a time that can trigger another change that brings health into your life. What thing would that be? Do you need help addressing those issues to decide which ones to go for first? It does not have to be overwhelming, even if you have a full list of things that you want to change. That one thing that you choose to go for might change everything at once. Hi, how are you doing? I have very exciting news, if you cannot tell by the smile. I want to share with you one of the most impactful experiences I have recently had. And this is something associated with an AO scanner. I often dread going to the mall. I start feeling anxious. I start planning ahead in my brain. Where am I going to park? Is there going to be a lot of people? What time is it right now? Is that really going to be smart to go to the mall? I avoid it like it's the worst plague ever. Okay, I don't want to go to the mall. And recently, because I have some amazing people in my life, my practitioner who helps me with the AO scanner, was able to send some frequencies my way as I was on my way with my husband to the mall. Let me tell you what happened. I literally forgot I was at the mall. I enjoyed it so much that my husband literally said, have you realized we've been here for a long time and how much fun we've had? The day was fabulous. I did not feel anxious. I was not looking at the clock to see if I had to get back home. I was enjoying the day. And this is when I knew I must have this AO scan available for not just my family, but you. There's no way that I will ever go back to the mall without assisting myself with the AO scanner. I am contemplating sharing something with you guys due to the fact that some conversations have come about recently with some of my clients in regards to hormone balance. Have you dealt with hormone imbalance? And how do we get those hormones back into balance? What does that really look like? So I listened to some of the symptoms that they described to me that they're having, and things such as sleeplessness, hunger that comes from out of nowhere, even though they perhaps just ate. Their stress levels seem to be uncontrollable. Many times the hot sweat and then the freezing cold that comes after that, right? Those are all symptoms that have been described to me. And fortunately, I can relate. I have had those things happen. And what did I do? I scrambled everywhere to find some help. And of course, a lot of the things that were being offered to me were not something that I felt comfortable moving forward with, as they had some additives and stuff like that. And so I wanted to find natural solutions. And so let me share something that is available to all of us that can definitely change your hot flushing life. So basically, we can do an AO scan that can help us identify which hormones need support in the body. Another thing that we can do is have a quantum nutrition testing organ and gland scan, which will highlight again what support the body needs. These solutions are non-invasive, very, very helpful because it will give us some access to things to do that can be beneficial to our health in many ways. We know the domino effect of hormones and what they can do within our body become a baseline on how our day is going to go. So if we wake up really tired because we didn't sleep and whatnot, what's going to end up happening is that domino effect, that everyone in the household and in the workplace or anyone around us is going to have that effect, or that positive benefit of not sleeping or negative benefit of not sleeping. So what we want to do is identify what hormones and how we can support our body. And then from there, we can start to feel better, rest, and again, have a better life. I remember feeling exhausted, even though I literally had just rolled out of the bed. I remember feeling those hot flashes and being so upset about it, just sad that my body was changing. I felt like my body didn't belong to me. I also remember the hunger strike at times that would come over me and uncontrollably, like, what is happening? I remember feeling very disconnected because I couldn't remember some things. I remember feeling just short fuse where it affected my family, and that was a horrible feeling as a mother. I often hear from clients how they feel stressed out because they're not feeling their best, how much they're striving to do something to better their health so they can stop feeling exhausted, stop feeling, they're tired of being tired. I felt tired of being tired, right? So they feel separated from their family because of how physically they're feeling. That taps into the emotions, feeling at times even that we may not even have value anymore for our family because things have changed so drastically. We are not functioning at our best. We don't recognize ourselves. And if only we took the time to assess in natural ways, in a non-invasive ways, to find solutions that truly go to the root cause of what is triggering all those symptoms. What a better thing to do than to go and get an AO scan and identify the hormone levels and address those situations, or getting a quantum nutrition testing gland scan. And it will be something that benefits not just us, right? It benefits all of us, because we are that domino that falls at home as a mother and everything else falls. So we want to make sure that we stay strong. We want to make sure that we use the tools that are out there and that we empower ourselves so that we can stay strong for our family, and better yet, have a great quality of life, being present with those that we love and those that we serve. I remember as a young child walking to the pharmacy at least twice a week. The neighborhood pharmacy knew me, right? They knew who I was, they knew who my brother was, because we often relied on their products. As many of us have grown up in the medicine world of, over the counter or a prescription just to help ourselves, right? Get rid of some stuff. I realized that growing up in that environment only continued to send me that same path as I grew up and I started a family. When I realized that all of those medications and over-the-counter things weren't really serving me, but actually depleting what my body could do on its own, I realized that there had to be something different done. That something different was natural alternatives, natural medicine. Through quantum nutrition testing, we can address the root cause of the symptoms that we're having and help the body address that root cause with natural medicine. I was sick and tired of explaining my symptoms to my doctor and not being believed, nor even tests being run, because it didn't seem like what I was describing was such a thing. I was so tired of being tired of feeling sick, not being able to function, my digestive system. I mean, it was a mess, right? So if you are tired of not being helped with traditional medicine, if you are tired of not having results with the different protocols that you are on, different medications, different help that you have, if you are just tired of not feeling better, I invite you to give me a call, set up a consultation. Let's get you on a program that does work. Let's get you to where your body can thrive and you can do your best.